Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the channel. I'm so excited to be back. Haven't been back on YouTube for a while, but this will be the first video of me starting back up my YouTube content. Don't know how regular it's going to be, so I probably have to change the description a bit for my channel. I don't know what content I'm going to be making, but I'll figure it out as I go. But today we're going to be looking, as you can see at the video we're looking at, on the new Breath of the Wild trailer from E3 2021. Now, Nintendo did a direct and then they did some gameplay, but they didn't actually do Breath of the Wild gameplay. And so I'm just going to make this video short and sweet, but I already did see this, so it's not like a reaction, it's more of an analysis on the trailer itself. So without further ado, let's get into it. So we've got I remember this from earlier, we've got Malice. So like this, kind of like this Malice, sort of reminds you of like, yeah, what we saw from Ganon. It sort of reminds you of like what we saw in the first trailer where Malice was coming out of this Ganon and there was like a big green hand on his chest. Maybe that's where the holes are from. Zelda falling off. Right, and then the big entrance. Link falling down from the sky, which is absolutely crazy. And then you can just see like on his hand right here, like that's supposed to be the new like Sheikah slate, but for his it's on his arm already, and he's got longer hair too. Paraglider with streamers. Also, this is the sick part is his long hair is great. His new like these are new boots, or they kind of look similar to like the sand boots or whatever they were in Breath of the Wild 1. But the shield is different. This shield doesn't exist in Breath of the Wild 1, and neither does this tunic he's wearing. So I'm interested to see the clothing options. Temples and islands in the sky. That's a new enemy. I wanted to talk about this because this is like this kind of gave me like Tower of the Gods from Wind Waker vibe, where you like have the hands and then there are eyes in the middle, and you have to shoot like the boss of it. You have to shoot the eyes to knock it down. Like this is super cool. I don't know what this is going to be or how you take it out, but it's very interesting. And then you've got the horned bokoblins on taluses now. His arm, and then new stasis, so he like throws out his hand. And also the thing is, the difference is in this shot, he's normal Link. Like he has his normal hair, or maybe that's just what his hair looks like when it's not tied up. But he has his hair tied up and is like has basic Breath of the Wild like clothing. So I'm wondering if there's like two different chapters of the story where like he's original like normal Link, and then he has like longer hair when he's in the sky or something. I don't know. But yeah, this is stasis, and then it moves it back to where it was. That's a new enemy, and that's a new thing. People have been talking about this, but that's like a flamethrower on his shield right here. And so I'm interested to see if you can parry while that's on it. But if you can start putting things on your shield, I'm very interested to see like if there are multiple different things you can put on the shield, or if it's only this. Because it would be cool if there was like one for each element or something like that on the shield, not just the fire one. And then this is just something new. It seems like something that'll be in one of the dungeons. But this worm is just completely new. And then obviously him going through the walls is just crazy. Like I'm just so interested to know how you're going to be able to use that in the limitations. Because can you go through walls, or is it just floors? Can you only use it in these sky islands, or can you use it in the main area as well? And this actually, I wish I could pull up a map of the Great Plateau, but this actually right here, I know exactly where this is on the original map, and that's something I really like that they're doing is they're keeping the map the same, hopefully mainly, but they're adding on the Sky Islands and changing a few things up. So for people who have already played Breath of the Wild 1, they'll be very familiar with the terrain. And so I already know where this is in this game, so I'll know where to go for this when I get into it, which is awesome. And the music is great, reversing and everything. Right, and so the malice is coming from underneath Hyrule Castle. So there were a lot of people who were speculating that maybe the cutscene we had seen from the first trailer, where there was malice coming out of Ganon, that could have been under like Hyrule Castle. And it seems like that's been confirmed because all the malice here is just pushing Hyrule Castle into the sky. So I think we can assume that's where it's coming from. Yeah, it's probably coming from Hyrule Castle. And I'm trying to look, but I don't. This just looks like normal Hyrule with a really beautiful backdrop. And again, so see, this is the interesting part, right? We can see these islands, these little islands right here, are the same thing from this. As you can see, the little round mushroom-like platforms, if you want to call them, right here. These are the same ones that are over here. Yet when we look in this shot, we get to see this shot right here. We can see that there's sky islands obviously above it. But then when we look in the final shot, like we can't see any sky islands. So I'm wondering if this is just like a title screen or a cutscene. I feel like there's going to be a before, like a time period that we're playing before the Sky Islands appear, and then maybe it'll tell us how they appear. But they're clearly not there unless they're like way above the clouds or just not visible from this angle. They're clearly not there, but we know they're right above this. So that's going to be really interesting seeing maybe there's like two different chapters to the game, one before the event and then one after. But yeah, this looks like it's going to be super cool, and the music's amazing. And then we get a date here. We get 2022. Yeah, and that's going to be awesome. Honestly, I am really excited for 2022 with Splatoon 3 coming out, which I already talked about in my previous Splatoon 3 reaction video. Go check that out if you want to. That was amazing. And then we've got Breath of the Wild 2 coming out in 2022 as well. So big year for Nintendo. Next year will be. So that's going to be super great. But yeah, the game looks great. Honestly, I'm super excited. These shots look super cool. Like this, the Talus gameplay, and then the new enemy as well, which is like right there. Like that's so cool. Like this thing, I want to see this actually frame by frame because this thing was like stretching out. Yeah, it was. Let me go back a few frames. Yeah, so this thing has like a huge spine of energy. Looks like the same energy in Link's hand too that it can like stretch out with. So I'm super excited for this game overall. I think it'll be great. I think it'll be cool. And I'm hoping that they take their time doing it so that it'll be a great game. Maybe hopefully more fleshed out than Breath of the Wild 1 was. Because while it's a very fleshed out game, to beat the base story doesn't take long at all. Even if you're playing it casually, not even speedrunning it. So I'm hoping they add a little bit more on, and hopefully DLC will come out for the game too. But yeah, guys, that was my those are my thoughts, my analysis on the trailer. Like I said, I've already seen it, so it's not really a reaction, but I just wanted to voice my thoughts on all the new stuff that they've brought out to the game and what I'm looking forward to. So yeah, guys, with that being said, hope you enjoyed the video, and I will be posting more in the future. So if you like the content, subscribe to the channel, like the video, and I will talk to you guys in the next one. Bye bye.